If you've been watching mixing tutorial after tutorial, watching video after video, buying course after course, preset after preset, template after template, I got something for you. All I need for you to do is like the video and stick with me to the end. I'm going to be giving away one of these every single month, so make sure you be tapped in, locked in into the comment section. I might give away presets, might give away templates, I might give away a plugin. You never know, so just be subscribed and leave a comment. First things first, you're not mixing good recorded vocals. A lot of artists, especially in the rap community, they love to be like, the sauce is in the mixing. It don't matter what I record. My mixing skills are gonna make it clean and polished and everything. It's like, gang, no, it's not. Like, y'all are the only people that believe that. People in pop, country, rock and roll, EDM, whatever, all the other genres, they understand if they record good, clean vocals, get it 80% the way done, like they want it in recording, mixing is gonna be easier. Let's say you was making cookies, right? But you got all the ingredients. You got the sugar, you got the eggs, you got the butter, you got everything, the mixing bowl, the mixer, everything. Like all your plugins, right? But the vocals are the chocolate chips, right? But you don't have chocolate chips and you accidentally picked up shit, right? You got little shit balls. And you're gonna put those in the mix with the sugar and all the other ingredients, and you're gonna mix that up and everything, right? Just like if you recorded shit vocals and you try to put them in the mix, like that's not gonna go well, right? You could do all the mixing well. Like you got a $1,000 mixer, you got the best milk, you got the best butter, you got the best brown sugar, everything is there, but you got shit instead of chocolate chips. Those are not going to be good cookies. No matter how well you mixed it, mastered it, put icing, whatever on the cookies, it's not going to make those cookies smell good, taste good, or be good. Just like when you're mixing your vocals. If you're putting shit vocals, horrible vocals in your mixes, there's nothing you can do about it. And as we progress, a lot of artists fall into this trap. A lot of new engineers fall into this trap because they think mixing the same settings, the same techniques is going to get you the same sound. And that's not the case. First thing that you got to understand, your voice, like what comes out of your mouth, that is going to go through this microphone differently than the next person, all right? Then how you EQ the vocals and how you add the compression and all these other different things is gonna react differently because everyone's voice is unique. Just because you add air and make the vocals crispy or use multi-band compression to make them crispy, if you're trying to copy another song, you don't know what that person wanted. You don't know what problems they had fixed. You don't know what was the creative decisions that people made. You're just going off what a YouTube video said because this is how you get crispy vocals, and you think crispy vocals is the way to get more fans, and it's just not the case. You need to mix your song according to, if your song needs more air, you just add more air. You don't add more air and more warmth if the warmth is gonna fuck up your vocals. Or if you have too much mud, figure out how to remove some of the mud. You understand? Like, you don't, like if Travis Scott is drowning his vocals in reverb, but if you drown your vocals in reverb, that messes up the vibe of your song. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand why people do certain things and when to do certain things, right? If it fucks up the song, don't do it. Like, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. You want to make sure you do what's best for your song, not somebody else. The reason why most people don't get good at mixing or better at mixing vocals is because they don't understand how to use the plugins, right? The plugins are tools, and you're supposed to use the tool however you need to use the tool. Most people want to watch how to sound like videos or preset templates and stuff like that because they care about the settings and they think the settings, and then they end up buying hundreds of presets, hundreds of templates, and they still don't know how to use the plugin. Once you learn how to use an EQ, like use an EQ, learn what additive, subtractive, mid, side, all of the functions of an EQ do, you can get any EQ and EQ your vocals. It doesn't matter. It could be free, it could be stock. It can cost $1,000. It can be analog or whatever. Like, you can do whatever once you learn how to use the EQ and understand you can do whatever you want to do with an EQ. Same thing goes for compression. Once you understand that a compressor is taming peaks, keeping everything consistent, like it'll pull the low levels up with the louder levels and keep the louder levels from going too loud and making sure shit be consistent. And then once you understand, once you get up to a 10 ratio and up, like, you're a limiter now. Ain't nothing going through here. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing go through, is gonna be a brick. Like, once you understand what a compressor does, you'll be good. Like with a 4-to-1, a 1-to-1, 8-to-1, 6-to-1, all of the ratios. Once you understand what attack and release does, you can use that tool, because when it comes down to it, you can give a painter or an artist like a marker, right? This marker is used for a whiteboard, but I can write on paper. I can write on a wall. I can write on a table. I can write on an interface. I can write on a car. I can write on my hand with this marker. Just because the marker was made to be a dry erase, like, I understand what a marker is, so I know what it does. So if I write on something, I know this black marker is gonna be, the little streak is gonna be on something. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there. Same thing with a permanent marker. You understand what a marker is for. You understand what a pencil is for, right? But you can use a pencil so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, John Wick would catch a body with a pencil. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like so many different things. Like, once you understand reverb, delay, automation, parallel compression, you don't have to use these things all the time. It's just on what you want to do and how you want to use it. Your jump shot is different from my jump shot and everybody else watching this video. Everyone can go to the store and buy a baseball bat, helmet, gloves, cleats, all that. Just because you get it in a batter box doesn't mean you're going to hit a home run. Everyone has a different batting stance, a swing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many different things that you could do, like, within the techniques of everything. The best thing that you could do to get better at mixing is to understand the foundation, right? A lot of people will be like, oh, I'm self-taught, this. It's like, that's cool. Just learn the basics and build on that. You know what I'm saying? The basics is everything that you need, because you can learn how to build a house, but everyone doesn't build houses the same way. Just like everyone don't mix the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do whatever you want to do, like, then you'll get better. Like, stop trying to please other engineers and stop trying to please other artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't really matter in this situation, because you're doing this for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to fit the industry standard or conform to what other artists do, what other artists think, you're doing a disservice to you, your creativity, your fans, your future fans, and you're just not being true to who you are. So just learn how to use the tools. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want you to do. Learn how to use it, then go on this journey and start doing what you do. Mix your songs, try different techniques, try it. Like, just go in and mix with your ears. Stop mixing with your eyes, because the only way you can get better at mixing vocals is if you learn how to use the tools that you have with the ears that you have and use the creativity that you have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nobody is supposed to mix like you. Nobody hears things the way that you do. So the best thing that you can do is just focus on improving what you can.